Okay, see, we move on to the next one topic in the chapter, that is our fifth one, complex number and a quadratic equation. Okay, just I'll take one example here. You already know that in a quadratic equations, no? So ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. It is a quadratic equation, correct or not? In that condition is there, that is what? B square minus 4ac is greater than 0. That time, what do you get the roots here? What do you get the roots? Can anyone tell me? You heard this one, no? Yeah, that is what? Real and distinct, mean different, no? Yes, correct. Right answer it is real and distinct. And distinct or a different. Same way, if I take b square minus 4ac is equal to 0. If it is equal to 0, real and equal. Good, Ganpati. Real and same or a equal. Similarly, one more condition is there, b square minus 4ac is less than 0. That time what you are writing? You studied that one complex number? Yes, right it is. Have you studied that one complex number? Yes. No real number, no here. Not get a real number. Good. Imaginary part will get. Good, right? Okay. Same concept we are solving here, complex, all this thing. Yeah, okay. In 10th standard, you studied that one. Okay, good it is. See, I'll take one example. I'll consider the equation. If it is x square minus 1 equal to 0, that time we are writing as what? X square equal to 1, no? Therefore, x equal to what? X equal to what? Plus or minus 1 we are writing. Yeah, root of 1. That is nothing but what? Plus or minus 1. Right? Okay. In the same way, x square plus 1 I am taking. Then what is x square equal to? Minus 1. So we know that if any square of a real number is positive or negative, any square of a real number is what? Always positive, no it is? Correct? Always positive. But here square of number is what? Negative they have given. Correct or not? Minus 1 they have given. That time, therefore, x equal to root of minus 1 comes. This one we take as a I. Means what? Imaginary number. Clear? Clear that one? So, root of minus 1 means what? I. Remember that one. On the basis of this one, we are going for the complex numbers here. Let's study the complex number. Clear this one? So I have taken the example here, x square plus 1 equal to 0, x square equal to minus 1. As we know that any square of a real number is what? Positive only. But here negative, no? So x equal to root of minus 1 is what? I. So same way, I'll take one more example. Can you tell me what is root of minus 2 we can write as? Root of minus 2 can I write as root of minus 1 into root of 2. Root of minus 1 is what? I root of 2. Clear? I root of 2. Clear or not? Okay. So this is called as what? Imaginary number. Okay. So we can write as what is the imaginary number? Now we move on to the definition of imaginary number. Imaginary number means what? It is a square root of negative real number. It is a square root of what? Negative real number. Square root of negative real number is called what? Imaginary number. Is called as what? Imaginary number. In the same concept, you check here, root of a into root of b is not equal to root of ab. Root of a into root of b is not equal to ab. When it is? When both a and b are negative. Remember this one, huh? So root of a and root of b is not equal to root of ab. When it is? When both a and b are what? Negative. Okay. But root of a into root of b is equal to what? Minus root of ab. Minus root of ab. Clear? This one you have to remember that one. Root of a into root of b is what? Not equal to root of ab. When it is? If both a and b are negative. Okay. So, but root of a into root of b is what? Minus root of ab when both are negative. I'll take one example. I'll take one example on this one. It is clear for you. So root of minus 4 I'm taking and root of minus I'm taking. So what do you get here? Root of minus 4 and root of minus 9 I'm taking. You can't write this one as what? You can't write this one as what? Root of minus 4 into minus 9. Remember, it is not equal to root of minus 4 into root of minus 9. We have to write that one as good Anirudh. We have to write that one as what? Minus root of what? 36. The answer is what? Minus 6. Okay, remember that one. When it is applicable, when both are what? Negative. Okay, when both are what? Negative. Clear this one? Shall I move on to the next one concept? Clear? So remember, if both are negative, no, that time the value is what? Minus root of a into b. If it is a is less than b, if it is, then I will get the answer. If a is less than 0 and b is greater than, we will get the answer. If a is greater than 0 and b is less than 0, that time we will get the answer. Okay? Clear? Shall I move on to the next one? So root of a into root of b is what? Minus root of ab if a and b both are what? Negative. Both are what? Negative. Okay. Next, similarly, now we move on to the complex number definition. Okay, complex number. The expression is of the form. Expression is of the form z is equal to x plus iy, or you can go for z equal to a plus ib also. In some book they have taken as a x plus iy, in some book they have taken as a z equal to a plus ib. Is called as what? Is called as a complex number, and it is denoted by what? This one, z, and it is denoted by z. Okay, here x and y both are real numbers. Where x and y are both are real numbers. X we called as what? Real part. See, x is called as real part and y is called as what? Imaginary part. X is called as real part and y is called as what? Imaginary part. Imaginary part. And it is denoted by real part of z and imaginary part of z. Okay, real part of z and imaginary part of z. Okay, clear? So in general we write this one as what? In general we can write this one as what? C is equal to x plus iy, and x and y both are belongs to what? Real number. Okay, so the complex number means what? Is of the form what? Z equal to x plus iy or z equal to a plus ib is called as a complex number, and it is denoted by what? Z. Here x and y both are what? Real number. X is called as a real part and y is called as a imaginary part because it contains a imaginary number. So I'll come back to that one, Pawan. I will come back to that one. Square of imaginary. I'll come back to that one. Okay, I'll come back to that one. Same way, clear this one up to here. So c is equal to what? X plus iy. Xy is what? Belongs to real number. So capital you have to take. Capital you have to take, Shilpa. So capital Z, that one. Capital Z. Okay. I'll come back to that one. Square root of imaginary. I'll come back to that one. Clear here up to here? Okay, so complex number means what? Z equal to x plus y. Here both x, y are a real number. X means real part, that we denoted by what? Re of z, capital Z, and y is the imaginary part, Im of z, imaginary means. Yes, all real numbers are complex. Okay, so this one is clear. Now we move on to the find the I values. Okay, see here, I is equal to what? We'll move on to what now? Power of I. Power of I. Okay, so we know that I is equal to what? Root of minus 1. Correct? Root of minus 1. So next we want what? I square, no? I square we want. So I means what? Root of minus 1. So root of minus 1 square. So what is the answer? Yes, good, Anirudh. Minus 1. Can I write directly that one? So remember, I square is what? Minus 1. Same way, I'll move on to the I cube. Same way, we'll move on to what? I cube. So I cube we can write as what? I square into I. Correct? I cube we can write as what? I square into I. I square into I. So what is I square means? I square means what? Minus 1, no? So can I write this one as minus 1 into I, that is nothing but minus I. Yes, good. Same way, we'll move on to what? I to the power of 4. Can we write I to the power of 4 as I square into I square? So I square is what? Minus 1. So minus 1 into minus 1 is plus 1. Clear? Clear this one? So I to the power of 4 is what? I square into I square, we have to write that one. Minus 1 into minus 1 is what? Plus 1. You have to remember these things. Huh? I square is minus 1. I cube is minus I. I to the power of 4 is what? 1. Okay. And in the same way, remember this one. 1 by I means what? Minus I. Okay. 1 by I means what? Minus I. 1 by I means what? Minus y. Same thing, you have to remember this note. When you are solving the problem, no, write it in the form of 4 times of n power. I to the power of 4 times of n you write. Why I am taking 4 times of n, tell me? Because as we know that I to the power of 4 is always what? 1, no? Correct? Positive. So I to the power of 4 you have to take, the answer is 1 only. Okay, sometimes they'll give like this. See, if it is a I to the power of 16, they'll give, no? So you are writing that one as what? I to the power of 4 to the power of 4, no? Using the laws of indices. Correct or not? Okay, after 4 the cycle repeats. Good, others. Okay, so I to the power of 4 means 1 only. 1 to the power of 4 is 1 only. Correct? Same problem I'm taking. I to the power of 17 I'm taking. I to the power of 17, how we can write that one as? I to the power of 16 into I, we can write that one as? Correct? I to the power of 17 can we write as I to the power of 16 into I? Multiple of 4 you have to write down. So we can write this one as 4 to the power of 4, no? Correct? So can I write here that time the answer is what? I only, no? So similarly, I to the power of 4n plus 1 I'll write here. I to the power of 4n plus 1 can I write? So I to the power of 4n plus 1 is what? I only. Similarly, if I take I to the power of 18, we can write this one as what? I to the power of 16 into I square. Correct or not? Okay. I to the power of 16 into I square. So can I write here I to the power of 4n plus 2. Can you tell me what the answer for this one? I to the power of 4n plus 2. What do you get the value here? I to the power of 4n plus 2. As we know that I to the power of 4n is what? So apply the laws of indices. I to the power of 4n into I square. I to the power of 4n is 1 only. I square is what? Minus 1. Okay, like this you have to solve, if they give the problems like this. Okay, means multiple of 4 you have to write. Then can you tell me I to the power of 4n plus 3 as? I to the power of 4n plus 3 as what? I to the power of 4n plus 3. Yes, good, others. That is what? Minus I. Remember this one, whatever the problem they'll give, write down a multiple of 4, that one. Okay, multiple of 4 you write down. So if it is a addition of plus 1 is there, no, 4n plus 1, that time I, 4n plus 2, that time minus 1, 4n plus 3 I. Depend upon this one we are solving that one, huh? Remember, I square is minus 1 and this one I cube is minus I. Okay, clear this one? Any doubt on this one? Shall I move on to the next one? Okay, so for all n belongs to all natural number, you have to take that one, huh? So can I move on to the next one? Okay, one note is there. They have given here, show that. So in CD level like this, they'll ask the problem. So show that I to the power of n plus I to the power of n plus 1 plus I to the power of n plus 2 plus I to the power of n plus 3 is equal to 0, where n belongs to z. Okay, so can you tell me how you have to solve this one? We have to show that the answer as a 0. Remember that one, huh? So how we can solve? So can I apply the laws of indices here? See, LHS side I'm taking. See, I to the power of n I'm writing as it is, plus I to the power of n plus 1 we can write as I to the power of n into I. Correct? Plus I to the power of n plus 2 we can write as I to the power of n into I square, plus I to the power of n plus 3 we write as I to the power of n into I cube. Correct? Now what is common in this all? I to the power of n is common. I to the power of n is common. Now what is remaining then? 1 plus I square plus I cube. Okay, as we know that this is 1, this is plus I. What is I square as? What is I square? I square is what? Minus 1, and I cube is what? Minus I. If it is cancelled, no, we'll get the answer as 0. Okay, clear? So same we will move on to the next one, properties. Any doubt on these, all this thing? Okay, now we move on to what? Algebra of a number. So first move on to that one. Two complex number are equal that time. If two complex number are equal, what we get? See, I'll take Z1 is equal to, okay, I'll take what? Z1 is equal to A plus IB, and Z2 is equal to what? C plus ID. Okay, so if two complex are equal, I have given, so what it become then? So we have to equate with what? Real to real, imagine to imagine part. So A is equal to what? C, because these all are what? Real part. And in the imaginary part, what? B is equal to what? D, because we have to equate what? Imaginary part here. Clear that one? Real and imaginary part. I'll take one example for this one. I'll take one example for this one. So 4x plus I into 3x minus y, which is equal to 3 plus I into minus 6. Okay, both are equal. Okay, both are equal. Now how we solve this one? Both are equal. How we solve this one? See, equate the real and real part, image and image part. What is the real part here? 4x equal to what? 3. And imaginary part is what? 3x minus y equal to what? minus 6. From this one, Kudanirud, x will get what? 3 by 4. And this 3 by 4 you put here in this equation. What do you get then? 9 by 4 minus y equal to minus 6. So y is equal to what we get then? Y equal to what? So minus 6 taken on this side plus 6. 6 4 are 24. 24 plus 3 is what? 33 by 4. Like this you have to solve. Yeah, good. Sorry, it is what? Minus 3 by 4, no? Yes, minus, no, plus 3 by 4, no? Just check that one. Plus 3 by 4, that one, Rakshit. So because 4x equal to 3 is there, no? Just cross multiply that one. Okay. And in this equation, no, in the place of x, you put that one 3 by 4. So 3 3 is a 9, 9 by 4, like that. Okay. Clear that one? When you take minus 6 on this side plus 6, minus y taken on that side plus y. So 9 by 4 plus 6 is what? 33 by 4. Okay. Okay, now I'll move on to what? Algebra of a complex number, means property of that one. So same way, one more problem I'll take. Can you tell me the value for this one? 2 plus 3i is equal to a minus ib. Can you tell me what is the a value and what is the b value? 2 plus 3i is equal to a minus ib. What is the real value and the imaginary value? Imagine part. What is the a value here? Yes, 2. And what is the imaginary value? Imaginary value, good, minus 3, because minus sign is there, huh? Minus 3. Okay, clear that one? That is called as a equality of a complex number. Okay, now we move on to the properties of this one. Properties. Properties of a complex number, algebra of a complex number. So first one I'll go for addition of two complex number. Addition of two complex number. Addition of two complex number. Okay, so I'll take a two complex number as here. So z1 equal to, I'm taking a plus ib, and z2 equal to, I'm taking c plus id. Okay, so addition of a complex number I said here. So we have to add that one, no? So z1 plus z2 we have to go. Okay, I'm taking here a plus ib plus c plus id. So separate the real and imaginary part here. Yeah, we have to separate that one. In the next step, I'm writing that one. Okay, others. Okay, so real part is what? A, and in this real part is what? C, plus imagine part. IB and ID is there. I'm taking I common. So remaining is what? B plus D. Clear? Clear that one? So I wrote the one more step here. Okay, clear? So Z1 plus Z2, A plus IB plus C plus ID. So A plus C is the real part, correct? This is the real part, and I have taken I common from this one. That is what? Imaginary part. This is the imaginary part. Okay, so same, we'll move on to the properties of this one. Okay, first one is what? Closure law. First one is what? Closure law. Okay, first one is closure law. So in that, the sum of the two complex number is what? Complex number. Sum of the two complex number is what? Complex number. We'll consider here Z1 and Z2 are two complex number. Z1 and Z2 are two complex number. Okay, the sum of the two complex number is complex number, they said. So that is what? Z1 plus Z2 is also a complex number. Okay, after closure law, which is the second one? Which is the second one we'll get? So after closure, which one we have to write? Commutative law, no? Correct? So distributive after that commutative, no? Correct? Distributive is what? After commutative law. So commutative law. Commutative law. So commutative law means what? Here also we have to take what? Two complex number, Z1 and Z2. So sum of that one we have to take, no? So Z1 plus Z2 is equal to what? Z2 plus Z1. That is the commutative law. Correct or not? Z1 plus Z2 is equal to what? Z2 plus Z1. For all Z1 and Z2 belongs to what? The complex number, which belongs to what? Complex number. Correct or not? Here also same thing. Z1 and Z2 is belongs to the complex number. So which one I'm writing as a C? Okay. Correct. Now we move on to what? Distributive. Associative law, no? Or distributive. So associative law. Associative law. Okay. What is the associative law? Here we have to consider what? Three complex number. Correct or not? We have to consider what? Three complex number. That one is what? Z1, Z2 and Z3. Then how you have to write that one? Then how you have to write that one? Associative. We write as what? Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 is equal to what? Z1 plus Z2, close the bracket, plus Z3. For all Z1, Z2, Z3 belongs to the complex number. Correct? It is belongs to the complex number. Clear? So first one is what? Closure law. That is if any two complex, sum of the complex numbers Z1, Z2 are a two complex number. So therefore Z1 plus Z2 is a complex number we'll get. So where Z1, Z2 belongs to what? Complex number. Similarly commutative law. So commutative law what is strength? So for any two complex number, this one Z1 plus Z2 equal to what? Z2 plus Z1. For all Z1, Z2 belongs to C. Similarly associative law is what? So we have to consider a three complex number, that is Z1, Z2, Z3. Correct? That time that is Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 equal to what? Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. For all Z1, Z2, Z3 belongs to C. After that one, which one? Fourth one. Fourth one is what? Additional, no? Correct? Additive identity, no? Correct or not? Additive identity. Additive identity. Okay. So what is the identity? I think already studied, no, this one commutative, associative, all this thing. What we can write a additive identity as? What will be? What do you get here? Additive identity as? How we can write that one as? We can write that one as Z plus 0 is equal to what? Z plus 0 is equal to 0 plus Z. Correct or not? Correct? Additive identity is what? Z plus 0 is equal to, oh sorry, it is Z, no? Z plus 0 equal to Z is equal to 0 plus Z, where 0 is a additive identity, where 0 is the additive identity. Correct? Additive identity, that one. Similarly, when we move on to the inverse, when we move on to the additive inverse, I'll write here that one, additive inverse. Can anyone tell me how we write this much inverse as? Additive inverse, how we write? See, if I take a Z is equal to A plus IB, what is the additive inverse of this one? What is the additive inverse of this one? When Z equal to A plus IB, then what is the additive identity here? Inverse. That we can write as minus Z, no? It is as minus A plus I of minus B. Correct or not? Yes, good Prajwal, right? It is minus we have to take, no? Not reverse of that one, huh? We have to take minus that one. Additive inverse means. So Z minus Z is what? 0 we want. Okay? Z minus Z is what? 0. So we can write that one as what? Z plus of minus Z is equal to 0. Clear? Any doubt on this one? Any doubt on this one? Okay, clear, no? So these are the 5 properties here. Closure law means what? When a complex number we have to use here. The sum of the two complex number is what? Z1, Z2, two complex numbers. So Z1 plus Z2 is also belongs to the complex number. for all z1 z2 belongs to z. So commutative law is what? Any two complex number, that means z1 plus z2 is equal to z2 plus z1 for all z1 plus z2 z1 z2 belongs to c. And associative law, here we consider any three complex number, that is z1 z2 z3. So that is z1 plus z2 plus z3 is equal to z1 plus z2 plus z3 for all z1 z2 z3 belongs to what? The complex number. And additive identity means what? Z plus 0 equal to z, which is equal to 0 plus z. Here 0 is the additive identity. And similarly the last one, additive inverse that one, that means what? Z, if I take z equal to a plus ib, then minus z equal to what? Then minus z equal to what? Minus of this one, minus a plus I of minus b. So z plus of minus z is what? 0. Okay, so I'll move on to the next one, that is the difference of this one. So difference of two complex number. Difference of two complex number. Difference of two complex numbers. Okay, so difference of two complex number means what? How you have to write that one as? That one we defined as what? Z1 minus Z2. Z1 minus Z2. Or we can write that one as Z1 plus of minus Z2 also. Plus of minus Z2. Okay, we'll take any example for this one. So I'll consider Z1 equal to what? 2 plus 3i. Okay, and Z2 is equal to what? 3 minus 4i. Okay, now we'll solve for this one difference rule here. We'll solve the difference rule. So what is the Z1? Difference rule is what? Z1 plus of minus Z2, no? Or you can write this one also, both are same only it is. So 2 plus 3i, correct? Plus of minus of Z2 they asked here. Minus of means what I'll get here? Minus 3 plus 4i. Okay, just equate the real and real part you have to take and imaginary part. So what do we get the answer here then? So this is 2 minus 3 plus I taking common 3 plus 4. So the answer is what? Minus 1 plus I7 or 7i. Both are same only, huh? I7 or 7i. That is called as what? Difference of a two number. Okay, difference of a two number. Clear this one, this one? So once again I will recall that one, all this thing what is discussed today, because next one I have to take the multiplication. So only 3-4 minutes are there, can't solve that one, that's why. So I'll solve the multiplication rule here if you want. So see here, multiplication rule means multiplication of a complex number. Okay, so that is means how you write z1 into z2, no? Correct, z1 into z2. What I will take as a z1? A plus I b into z2 is what? C plus id. Correct or not? So earlier in the addition we have taken z1 as a plus ib. So earlier I have took now z1 is a plus ib, z2 is what? C plus id. Same thing I'm taking here. Here we are solving for a multiplication of a complex number. Earlier it is what? Addition of a complex number. So now a into a you multiplied. What will get? A into c is what? A into c will get. Next, this one plus a into id is what? IAD. Next, same thing. Second one, this one plus ib into c is what? Plus IBC. Next, this one term, last one. I into I is what? I square and BD. Correct or not? Okay, directly you can write that one, huh? Clear? AC plus IAD plus IBC plus I square. Now you can check here. This is AC, I will write. Here I square means what? What is the I square value? I square value is what? Minus 1, no? So can I write this one as a minus BD? And in this 2, I'm taking I common, remaining is what? AD plus BC. This is what? Z1 into Z2. Clear? Clear this one? What I'm telling? So Z1 into Z2, you have to write like this. Okay, for example, I'm taking Z1 equal to what? 2 plus 3i, and Z2 is equal to what? 4 plus 3i. Okay, so Z1 into Z2 we want. So what do we get the answer here? Z1 into Z2 as 2 plus 3i into 4 plus 3i. The answer is what? 4 2s are 8. Next, can I write directly? 4 2s are 8, and 3i into 3i is what? 3 square I square. I square is minus, no? Minus 3 square is what? 9. Or next, imagine part, no? 2 into 3i is 6i, no? I am taking outside 6, and here 3 4s are 12 plus 12. The answer is what? Minus 1 plus 18i. Clear this one? Any doubt on this one? See, I have taken this one. 2 4s are 8. Then 3i into 3i is what? 3 square I square. 3 square is 9. I square is minus 9. Plus imagine part we are taking common. No, 2 into 3i is what? 6i. So I outside 6 remaining. 3i plus 4 is 12i. I is outside 12 remaining. So 8 minus 9 is minus 1. 6 plus 12 is 18i. Any doubt on this one? Okay, and similarly tomorrow we solve the properties of a multiplication of a complex number. Okay, any doubt on this one?